All right, back with another episode. Let's just get right into it. No need to wait. NFL Week 2 reactions. We'll start with our Thursday night football from last week. Uh, did we cover that? Yeah, we covered that on Saturday, right?
I believe so. What was the
Yeah, yeah,
Thursday
yeah.
night football game?
The
Yeah,
Packers. Yeah. We covered
facts,
Packers. All
facts.
right, let's move on. Sunday. Oh, before we get to Sunday, just quick college football. Um, Arch Manning might be ass.
Facts.
He actually might just be trash. LSU and Penn State is going to be the national championship.
I told you.
Lee Corso told everybody that was. I had
Nah,
never heard anybody say LSU Penn State national championship until he said it on game day.
I
He's
told
a
you about LSU. I ain't really care about Penn State, but
You're an LSU fan. It doesn't fucking count.
it does count. But
Supporting your team and saying they're going to make the championship, that does not count as predicting. That doesn't count.
you picked the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. I picked the
Yeah, because
Commanders to represent the NFC.
that's called being realistic.
Exactly. Exactly.
If I wouldn't go by any fan, like every Ohio State fan, if they make the name, I called it. I called it. Like, no, if your team is good, you can't be saying I called it. It's a random ass matchup that you have no pull in and saying that, and then they end up as the two best teams.
So if the
That
Ravens win the Super Bowl, could I say I called it, or be like, oh no, the Ravens were a top 5 team last year? How was that gonna go?
what you call you said Commanders Ravens, right? And you said the
I
Ravens.
said the Ravens beat the Commanders. That's my
Yeah,
prediction.
no, that's like a real prediction. Like
Okay.
that's an actual prediction. Like if you would have said like LSU beats Penn State in the national championship, then I could give it to you. But just saying your team's gonna win the Natty, that's like you're just
I follow your logic.
that's very open. That's a very open ended thing.
I follow your logic, sir.
But yeah, like you saying Ravens beat the Commanders, accurate. You know, like if the Bills go on the run like I said they would, and it goes like exactly how I predicted, that's like, oh yeah, that's calling it. Where I predict like, yeah, we're gonna beat them, and them. Boom, that's calling it. But like Bills to a Super Bowl, man, that ain't no fucking prediction.
I hear you.
But moving on, let's get right to it. We got a big injury. Joey Burrow hurt. Bengals, they walk out of that game with the win, 31-27. The boy Jake Browning, probably one of the best backup quarterbacks in the NFL, stepped up. Um, Bengals, though, another year. We kind of talked about it on Saturday. I said, you mentioned how the Bengals are like 2-9 in the first 4 weeks in Joey B's first years, and then I brought it up. I was like, yeah, because he always like he either gets hurt week 1 or week 2, and then what happens? He fucking gets hurt week 2 again. Like it goes to we
You
talked
definitely
about
called that.
their whole line is still trash. Like it's just garbage. It's so bad. It's
He,
so bad.
yeah, he's putting on the Superman cape too much because they don't have a consistent run game. And
I don't even think he has a chance to put on the cape. That man can't even get the suit on.
I mean, yeah, when you're playing good defenses, it's hard to, and he's not like Lamar Jackson or anything. And even if you are Lamar Jackson, it's hard when the people aren't blocking for more than half a second. It's just hard. But Joey B's out for 3 months with the disgusting turf toe. And Jake Brown is gonna step up and hopefully, because they didn't sign any other quarterback. They promoted Brett Rippon, if you saw.
Yeah. No,
So
they have no reason. Jake Brown, he's a good backup. In his time in the games he started, I think they're 6-3 with him as a starter. So
we'll
he
see. Three
no, I do.
months
It's not like he's, but no, that's yeah. Like him stepping in a little bit, like that's fine. He's a good, but
for
for
12 games.
for 12 games behind that O line, like I think they're still gonna be okay, but obviously he's not. I don't think they're gonna be as bad as like some people are thinking they're gonna be because I think Jake Browning is better than people give him credit for just because
You
he's a
want to hear the
backup.
Bengals next 12 games?
I do that I do want to hear their next 12 games.
You got Vikings
I know their next. Yeah, I heard their next 4.
at Vikings, at your guy, Bo Nix Broncos, home against the Detroit Lions,
We'll get to them.
at the Packers, home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Home against the New York Jets. Okay. Home against the Bears. They might win that by 100. Um, at the Steelers. Home against the Patriots. At the Ravens. And at the Bills. And then home against the Ravens.
Okay, I could 12 games.
It's only
Th-
honestly think if you think about it, bro. It's only a
I can
17 game season. They
I'll
already
say
played 2 games.
yeah, and they're 2-0. If they can get out of there with seven, if they can get out of there with 6 or 7 wins. No joke. They can, and if they can get, yeah, if they can be 8 and like around 500 or a little bit above 500, and Joey Burrow and he's able to come back healthy, they could, they're used to making runs at the end of the season. So it's not like it would be the most weird thing for the Bengals to somehow make a run and come close to the playoffs, because that's literally what they do every single year at this point. So I feel
Yeah.
like this is just like a regular, obviously it's obviously injured you look at, but like if you really think about it, this is just a normal Bengals season at this point. Bro,
Unfortunately.
yeah, very much unfortunately, but yeah, it's basically just another. But yeah, I mean, Bengals, they, 2 weeks in a row, they somehow find a way to win.
Sneak one because Brian Thomas is not trying to catch the ball. He's just like, I guess I'll pull my arm up. What a joke.
Yeah, I mean, that ending, that's two weeks in a row. The Bengals are just, it's not like the Bengals are trying to win 2 weeks in a row. Their opponents are losing. Like their opponents are actively trying to lose
Nah,
basically
for sure.
two
For
weeks in
sure.
a row. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, the Jags they're exactly what we said they were gonna be. Like they got pieces, but it's just like what are like, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
They're like they're a fun team to watch. That's what they are. They're a fun team to actually watch, but like are you gonna expect them to do anything or trust them? No. But they're gonna put on a show every time they step on the field, that's for sure.
For sure. I'm definitely good. They're gonna have a shootout one of these games, like one of those
I feel like
old classic.
really any game. Honestly, any game with another team with a competent offense, I could see it with them as a shootout.
Competent offense and bad defense. Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, we got the Cowboys over the Giants, 40-37 in overtime. The
Talk about
best kicker.
competent offense, bad defense. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we kind of basically I called it. I really
Nah, you
did call
called
it.
it. Nah, that was you. This is all you.
I literally called this one to a T. I said it's either gonna be 12-6 or it's gonna be a complete shootout and nobody's gonna play any defense. And I see those after that first quarter, I'm like, oh wow, this like, hey, we're getting this type of game. But man, Russell Wilson throwing for 500 yards in 2025.
450 Russell Wilson turning back the clock.
I mean, yeah, honestly, I wouldn't even say that's turning back the clock because of how he got it. It's like it's not the one thing that's like decreased. Obviously, he's kept throughout his time getting older is he can still throw the long ball and put that moonshot up there. And
Greatest deep ball thrower of all time.
I won't disagree with you at all on that statement. And he literally has probably one of the prime receivers for that, Malik Neighbors. So it's like,
Oh, for sure.
That's truthfully like, hey, F it, he's down there somewhere. Like that's a perfect matchup for those two. That's a perfect matchup between Neighbors and Wilson. It's like, hey, I got nobody else, and I know how to throw the ball deep, and you like to run. And so, guess what we're gonna do? And
we're deep.
And the Cowboys, like we said at the start of the season, they're gonna have to literally score 40 points a game to get a win. Any game. If they don't score 30 plus points, they're not gonna win because the other team is probably gonna score 30 plus every game.
Russell Wilson over there scored 37.
Yeah, I mean,
if he didn't throw that terrible pick in overtime, they probably would have won.
Yeah, I was watching. I'm like, yo, what are you like? That was crazy. That was like, I feel like it was out of nowhere. It was literally just out of nowhere. He just throws that pick. I'm like, why would you just what was that? Like,
he thought Malik was running something else, and it was a miscommunication. But it was probably Russell's fault. But who knows?
It was 100% Russell's fault.
The way it looked, yeah, of course.
But I mean, yeah, and then Cowboys. They got probably the best kicker, tied for best kicker in the league the last 2-3 seasons.
He's the best. He's the best.
I'd say it's between him and probably Dicker because Dicker has a unreal stat
Nah, he's
line of
tough.
his efficiency. I think they said like his efficiency through the start of his career, it's unmatched. Like nobody's the only person like the person closest to him is Brandon Aubrey.
Nah, word.
Yeah, but what you posted earlier, it's like, yeah, dude. The fact I remember seeing this last year as well. They were like, yeah, if he can consistently hit 60 yards without a doubt. So especially with the new rules, with the ball starting at the 30, if you get the ball at the 35, you really only, like you said, you really only need like 30 yards of offense.
Nah, word.
Can you get 3 first downs? Like, are you competent enough to get 3 first downs? And you basically have an automatic 3 points every time.
Literally, if you could have a semi-competent offense.
Yeah, and with the Cowboys, it's they're hit or miss, hit or miss. Moving on, we got the Lions over the Bears. This one went about as we expect. We there was a chance the Bears maybe, but we both knew that the Lions, they after that week one, they were going in there to handle business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That was
nothing.
bad. That was really bad.
It was bad. I don't think much needs to be said. That those are two teams showing who they are. One is a really good team. One is a not so good team. And that's all it came down to.
I mean, again, it's like Caleb Williams in one drive, he looks like, okay, he can do it. And then as the game goes on, it's like, no, he actually can't do it.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he gets worse as the game goes on. It's kind of
Bro,
crazy.
it's like people in the media call it a script. Like you got the scripted drive, you go out there and it's like, okay, I know what I'm doing. But after that second, okay, you go out there for the second drive, just like, okay, kind of back in college, just freestyling, run around. Oh my God, Roma Dunze, throw it to him.
Yeah, and like I know Ben Johnson's pissed off just after working with Jared Goff the last couple of years, and he's like, dude, just run the
It's a culture
offense.
shock. It's like three-step drop, throw the ball. It's like, no, he's like three-step drop. Oh my God, let me put my head down and run for first down. Like,
It's
dude,
like,
no, it's not how you play quarterback in the NFL.
not at all. No, not at all. And we were high on him going into the season. We thought he
Yeah,
would.
I was
We
too.
we the whole pod was high on him going into the season.
Facts.
That might have been a misread by us. We'll see.
We
We'll
shall
see.
see.
Moving on, we got the Rams over the Titans. That game went exactly as expected. The Titans are gonna fight. Like they're not there yet. Like they're not there yet, but they're gonna fight, and they're gonna do the
Yeah,
best.
and then the
They're gonna do the
Rams are as
best.
good as you think they are. They're put up a good fight.
And that's exactly that's what we said. I said the Rams, they're just a better team. Like the Titans literally just don't have enough to even keep up with them. But they did the best they could. And once again, the Titans through 2 games, I'm not disappointed in either of their games so far.
Me
Cam Ward,
neither.
he progressed from week 1 to week 2. And in the last couple of years, we've seen not a lot of rookie quarterbacks end up doing that. Really, sometimes they won't even progress throughout the whole season. So the fact that he even progressed from week 1 to week 2, that's a good sign, especially against that Rams defense, where, like you said, he's really facing a gauntlet.
Right.
Or we supposedly, but I mean, moving. What I thought was a gauntlet. We'll just get to that. We'll cover that right now. The MPI game of the week: Colts 29, Broncos 28.
Daddy dies. Oh man, they didn't know what to do with Daniel Jones, boy.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, the Broncos. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with Bo Nix. I do not know what is up with Bo Nix and
Yeah,
that
I'm thinking
defense.
Jaden Daniels is gonna have that sophomore slump. Bo Nix.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Sheesh,
oh no.
it's looking
Looking a
rough.
little sophomore slumpy over there in Denver, Colorado, where they get high up in the mountains. Sheesh. I don't know, man. Sean Payton's a good coach. I got faith in Payton, but
No, I was gonna get to that before my entire computer just went dark.
that's unfortunate. Good thing I can
Um,
still hear you.
yeah,
Ah!
I don't know what's happened.
That's tough. We're still alive.
Yeah, no, we're still alive. I mean, no, my computer's still on. I was everything went. Okay, here we go. We are somewhat back. Okay, that was sketchy. Regardless, what was that? Broncos defense. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. Genuinely have no idea what they're doing. I
He was
feel like
blitzing too much.
oh for sure, and yeah, they figure I guarantee they're like, hey, let's just get to him, put some pressure on him, and I
That's
don't know.
not the Daniel Jones of old. He gonna pick you apart in that Shane Steichen offense, boy. And he got Jonathan Taylor back there. Not Saquon Barkley, but he is Jonathan Taylor.
I still I'm not gonna like say picking them part to like I can't. It's only been 2 games. I still can't do it because we've like it's Daniel Jones. We've seen it.
We can
Like
talk about all off season about that Broncos defense, and we can look up the stats right now. He picked them boys apart.
oh no, for sure. Like yeah, he did it, but I'm not gonna like I need to see it for like a whole like I still need to like I feel like the Broncos they definitely got a little overzealous and
23 and 34, 316. And Jonathan Taylor was 25 carries, 165 yards. They had freaking 500 yards of total offense.
yeah. JT was looking like JT.
You feel me though? Off of 25 carries, 6 yards a carry. That's the Broncos got smoked.
Oh yeah, no, their defense got destroyed. I'm more so on the Daniel Jones, like picking them apart. Like I'm not gonna go that far. Their defense was just the Colts off. Like yeah, that run game, everything. Once Jonathan Taylor got going, then
Not word. I'm just saying
JT.
I don't want to dig too much up on Nix because he is a sophomore only, and he wasn't too bad. He was 22 and 30. He only threw for 200 some yards, but he threw 3 touchdowns. It is like you feel me when you put up 28 points, you kind of expect to win.
Yeah, no, he was like that. Like we just said, like Sean Payton. He might go through a game here like of a sophomore slump, but Sean Payton's never gonna let that continue multiple game stretch. I feel like, but
Nah, for
yeah,
sure.
he definitely was looking more in Bo Nick's form, and it was really it was the defense that just was. Oh, they were pumping the noise in or something in Indiana.
Danny
But
Dimes, man. He was putting them dimes on the dot. Tyler Warren, Michael Pittman, Danny Dimes, Jonathan Taylor.
yeah,
First the
I
Indiana Pacers, now the Indiana Colts.
Indianapolis Colts,
I know what I said. No, I'm joking.
but yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. If I'm a Colts fan, I hope they're I'm sure I have a friend who's a Colts fan, super hype. Dude is gassing up Daniel Jones. I hope it stays for them. I do. Do I think it will? No, not it. But we'll see. We'll see. I just feel like Daniel Jones is who he is. Gonna get a
Indianapolis
couple.
Colts, the surprise playoff team in the AFC.
I mean, in that AFC South, yeah, Houston's 0-2. Jags are 1-1. Titans 0-2.
I ain't
So
0-2, literally.
and AFC, yeah, I mean they had no choice. They were gonna be 0-2 no matter what. Sorry, your season like that. They were gonna be 0-2 no matter what. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that AFC South, it's looking like it's gonna come down to probably those last games against each other.
No,
But let's move on to the Patriots get a 33-27 win over the Dolphins. Patriots, I mean, they like I don't we kind of thought that they would go in and do Vrabel would take it to the Dolphins, and on offense that's what they looked like they were doing. I'm still their defense, dude. Like, what is up?
yeah, Christian Gonzalez didn't play, I don't think.
No, he
I didn't
didn't.
watch the game.
But even then, though, like, I mean, that's just your quest one cornerback. Like their whole defense, even through 2 games, it's like I expected that to be the charge, and obviously Drake May and the offensive complement and just not losing the game especially with Vrabel taking over. But I don't know what that defense has been doing.
Kind of similar to the Broncos. But yeah, I think Miami.
Oh,
No, Mike McDaniel knows that he's coaching for his job, so he had to put up a fight. At least they were gonna just after that first game. So they still lost, but Dolphins put up
yeah.
a fight.
Oh yeah, I mean their offense. It's not like they don't have the pieces on offense. Still, they still have pieces on offense, and that's why it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, do any of you even care? Does anybody in
Yeah,
the organization care? But the defense is just absolutely just. Once again, made the Patriots offense look freaking like the Bills.
you know, kind of.
But I
The
mean, yeah,
two and threw for 315. Von Etienne had like 100 receiving yards.
and that's why it's like, dude, what the Patriots defense, like that's 2 weeks in a row. Gino 300, Tua 300. Like y'all boys don't got the offense to be just letting up 300 yards every week.
Those are two professionals. I don't know who their DC is, but I know Mike Vrabel is like a tough coach. I don't know what his specialty is. I think he's like a walk around coach at this point in his career. I don't think he coordinates the defense. So I don't know where their DC is needs to step it up
Yeah,
because those they're getting cooked by those professional QBs. Those QBs make $40+ million a year. Gino and Tua. So
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's for yeah. They're definitely getting paid to. And look at the team see Patriots. They're looking their chops.
you feel me though? Like, oh yeah, this DC, he don't know what he doing. New coach, he about to cook him. And they best corner. Imagine you playing the Broncos and Pastor Tay not playing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You think I'm scared of Riley Moss? All respect to Riley Moss.
But Riley Moss is even better if Sertain's on the other side.
Exactly. Chris, the Patriots corners have no hope without their best corner out there.
Oh no.
They're not
But I
getting no
mean,
crazy pass rush.
the defense just not where I thought it would be going into the season. Once again, week 2.
Yeah, it's
But
early. We'll see.
I still I just expected more so far. Most of the time, normally defense is the thing that starts off the season strong, and then later on, once offense picks it up.
Nah, where you talk about defense turning into offense, can we talk about them Seattle Seahawks? Boy,
Yeah, they get the win 31-17 over the Steelers.
man, I watched that game. That was a great game. It was 14-14 to enter the fourth quarter. Caleb Johnson, I think he was drafted in the first or second round. The running back the Steelers drafted, freaking let a kick go past his head, and then one of the Seahawks
Yeah,
players
that was
recovered it in the
ridiculous.
end zone.
That was
He
ridiculous.
sucks. That's coaching and him. He should get cut. And Mike Tomlin not should get fired, but somebody should say something to Mike
Definitely
Tomlin
should
like,
get cut.
"Yo, this is your guy."
Yeah. I mean,
But
I get the new rules definitely probably got people all types of fucked up, and they're just like, "What the fuck is?" Because if you really watch that play, nobody reacts. Like everybody's just,
nobody on the kick return team, everybody on the Seattle Seahawks team knew. Oh yeah, that's a live ball. We're going to get that because our
oh yeah,
coach told the defense that. I mean, told the special teams that we're the road team.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say what coaches know what. I just know from playing kickoff before, like you're instant. No matter what, if the ball is live, if you're on defense or on kickoff, if the ball is live, you always get the ball.
Man,
But
I know as a football player, if you're on the field, you should know the rules.
for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Like the rules are complete. Like kickoff rules are fucking wild. So I'm not obviously it's not justifiable, but like in that moment, if you're thinking it's normal kickoff rules, and Kim coming from college, it's like if the ball touches the end zone, it's dead.
Yeah. Unfortunately
Like
for him, he doesn't get paid to think he get paid to play football. But I hear you. You are
I
making
don't.
a good defense for him. I'm not coming at the kid's neck or nothing. I'm just like, as a coach, if I'm his coach, it's like, yo, bro, like you can't do that. Like you're not my kickoff guy no more.
No, for sure. Oh
That just cost us a game. Like they might miss the playoffs because that game. You feel me? You're not my kickoff guy no more.
yeah. I mean, if they don't have, I don't think I would take him off at kickoff. I don't think I
Now
would
what if
take him
they?
up.
Now what if he do something else and he
See,
fumble and they cost him another game?
no,
Like now
so
he lost
then
us 2 games.
if it would really been like a fumble for sure, like no drop, but really I'm like it's week 2. I'm really just these kickoff rules because I completely forgot that the rules changed until I saw the first game this year and I was like, oh shit, forgot they changed the rules again. This is 2 years in a row. So I was like, still fuck up, just get get the ball. But yeah, I mean, if you think of in a tough moment like that, it's fucking like high high stakes moment. Ball touches the end zone. You've been playing football your whole life. You think ball's dead, but you live and you learn. They lose the game because of that. It might come back. Luckily, it's an NFC game, so it's not.
In a tough division, you got Baltimore and Joe Burrow, and the Browns are always tough.
I mean, they don't got Burrow, but
I
they
think
don't
they
got.
might.
They
We
don't got
might have both of their games without Joe Burrow. Fortunately for them, Jake Browning. Man, now if they lose to Jake Browning, that's even worse. You just lost to Sam Darnold. Why can't you lose to Jake Browning?
Yeah, well, I'm. Oh no, I'm not saying they won't lose at all. I'm saying I was just giving Browner his praise. I think he's probably a bet, if not like one of the best court backups in the NFL to have.
Yeah, I hear you. I was playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, but no, they definitely. Yeah, if it comes down to one win at the end of the year, yeah, they're gonna be looking back at that play and be like, oh fuck. But it's a long season. I hopefully it does. I don't think that one play against an NFC team, luckily, is gonna. Now, if that's a divisional game, oh, buddy, if that's a divisional game, you're gone. You're gone. You're cut. Cut the next day. Never see
Can we
him in
talk
this.
about how the almighty Steelers defense let up 30 points last week, and even if we're not
We
counting the
talked.
defensive touchdowns, they let
We
up
talked.
24 points this week.
We talked. We talked about. We said it like, hey, this is not this defense we expected. But I said it going into this game. I'm like, dude, the Seahawks are about to walk in there, especially after that high intense game they had. Like they're gonna walk in there and they're gonna move the ball. And yeah, the Steelers defense is not like after seeing them week 1. I'm like, okay, this defense probably isn't as good because it's the back. Like their back end is just like the pass rush in the back end is not in sync at all.
They had a lot of injuries during the game. Seattle Seahawks scored their first opening drive touchdown in 22 games.
That's wild.
And the Seahawks fans wanted to keep Geno Smith. What? Come on now. That's the last thing I'm going to say. You can move on to the next game.
We'll keep it in that division. Ravens, they get the walk all over the Browns. There's not much that needs to be said about
that game. Derrick
I mean,
Henry had 24 rushing yards, thanks to probably the craziest storyline.
Yeah,
Killed somebody's fantasy league.
And I don't play fantasy football. So I don't give 2 fucks. They won, and I don't think he cares either. And I don't think the Ravens care either because they win 41-17 over a divisional rival. So
one is a win, baby. Yes, sir.
I'm Raven. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. Walk in there, stomp them, walk out.
Pretty much.
Then we got the Eagles and the Chiefs in the ugliest football game I have seen since the Super Bowl 3 years ago.
America's game of the week.
This is the fucking snooze fest of the week, yo.
I think this is not too good for the Eagles' tush push chances for next year because it's a lot of clips going around of their offensive linemen jumping off sides.
Yeah. And I'm not one, and I was always like, I'm not against tush push at all. And I've really defended it because like a lot of people, they say all this shit, and I've never seen them like do that crazy offensive line jump, even going back. Like they've never jumped like that. That was ridiculous. I've never seen them like actively we're all false starting.
Right. It was pretty bad. It was very, very, very
bad. Like this is the most egregious. This is the worst time to do that. Like if they would have done that maybe last year in a random game or whatever, nobody even bats an eye. But after winning the Super Bowl in the Super Bowl rematch, 4:00 game to win the game, basically, that's the worst time they could have ever decided, hey, let's all let's all do the illegal version of the tush push.
Yeah, so the Eagles, my final take on this whole Eagles Chiefs game is that they better win the Super Bowl this year because that tush push is getting banned when the league offices reconvene at the end of the season. Because at seeing all that happen on a nationally televised game against the Chiefs, the current dynasty in the NFL, yeah, that's not gonna slide.
No, not at all. And truthfully, what I'm getting out of this game, what I got out of this game is, like we said last week, this dude Mahomes is literally working off with nothing and is still like, this man's Mahomes is literally like putting everything on his back right now and just trying to will them boys to wins.
Putting the entire state of Missouri on his shoulders.
And 2 weeks in a row. And here's how I really know he's like super on. 2 weeks in a row, this man has run somebody over on the sideline. Or not
Yeah,
even
that
in
was
the side. He's
disrespectful.
just run them over. And it's not even like he's doing his where he used to do his fake go out of bounds and then like get the no, he's just straight
Nah,
up
word.
dropping the shoulder on these boys 2 weeks in a row. So he knows like, hey, I gotta do this. So that's why this game just proved like the Chiefs are still the Chiefs to me, and as long as he's there, never gonna count them out.
Yeah,
But the
Hollywood
Eagles,
Brown
once
got
again,
hurt in the middle of the game.
yeah,
It was tough for him. It
yeah,
was a tough game for him.
this is 2 weeks in a row where the Eagles really should have just walked on these teams, had no like really should have done what they do, and 2 weeks in a row they're in tight games.
Yeah, and Saquon Barkley had a better game than he had in the Super Bowl. I think he had 88 yards, and he still couldn't.
And they could still barely win.
Like you said about the guy Jalen Hurts, I think he's regression, man. Or you think he's regressing because he's not passing. His numbers are showing that his connection with his receivers is getting worse over time.
No, and it's regressing in the way where I've seen it, and it's like it keeps they're winning, like they've won so much and they keep winning, so he keeps doing less and less and just trying not to lose a game and win, and he's not doing, like he's not doing what Mahomes has to do or what Lamar has or Allen has to do to really. There's times in those games where they have to start cooking up as a true quarterback performing to even get their team back in the fight. His team is really just so good that he can just basically be a game manager, but which is great because he didn't come into this league as a game manager and he didn't have the skill of game manager. He has the skill of a top 7 quarterback, yet he's just performing like freaking Alex Smith. It makes no sense.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's seeing the defense as well as he should be at this point in his career.
And maybe that has to go with Shane Steichen leaving.
Shane Steichen, Kellen Moore. He's had two good offensive coordinators leave. Remember, the year after they won the Super Bowl and Shane Steichen left, their offense was not good at all.
No.
So,
no. Yeah, that's why
Kellen Moore, their offense was pretty good.
And that's about the time where I saw it. It was solid. Definitely not like, but yeah, it was like, I feel like him coming in with Steichen and like knew how to take advantage of what he could do best, and then I feel like maybe he relied on that and that coaching, and he just never truly like took the jumps he needed or progressed the way he should as a quarterback with like reading defenses, calling off, doing all that. Like once again, he's still probably one of the best leaders in the NFL, and he's still like in clutch moments, and when the game's on the line, he's still a really solid quarterback, and I trust him in those moments. But it's just like overall quarterback play, it's just like, what are you doing?
Where he's just making bad decisions. He doesn't see the field as well as any of the top 10 quarterbacks that other people talk about. Jay Daniels, Baker Mayfield,
Herbert,
Goff, Justin Herbert,
Goff, Stafford.
He is a great athlete, and he has one of the, if not the best O line. So it's hard not to be a top 5 quarterback.
He's like what people said Lamar was.
Literally.
Like what people said Lamar was coming into the league, like that's Jalen Hurts.
But Lamar can actually like
Lamar's the all-time. I heard on the radio, Lamar's the all-time passer rating leader in the NFL history. Like in history, he's the all-time leader in rating, and he's only in year 8, all-time leader, and he's the all-time leader in rushing yards.
Yeah, and then they thought he was going to be a receiver or running
Yeah,
back or
and
something.
you want to know who the last quarterback to ever lead the NFL in passer rating and rushing yards at the same time is?
Ooh,
Otto Graham.
really?
Yes, Otto Graham of the 1940 tungsten freaking, like Otto Graham. Otto Graham was the last quarter because there were only like six other quarterbacks in the NFL when he was played.
That's why I got the Ravens winning the Super Bowl, bro. It's like the numbers are just not haven't caught up to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, the Lamar Jackson yet. I mean, the numbers have caught up. He just haven't gotten the Super Bowls yet. It was the same thing with Peyton Manning. Peyton
Yeah,
Manning was good. He had MVPs. He just couldn't get the
no,
hardware for a
it's gonna be
while.
the same thing with Lamar and Josh until they win one. Like it's gonna be the
Oh, for
same
sure.
exact thing for the bull. It's like they're until they win one. It's like they just need to win one. They just gotta get that one. And once again, yeah, I got the Bills Ravens matching up in the AFC Championship game again. You know, I just think that that's why I think we'll take that. But I definitely, yeah, there's Bills and Ravens. It's like those two, and then Chargers are close.
Yeah, Chargers are a year away.
Yeah, I mean they're a year away, but hey, who knows? Hey, if the seeding falls the way it does, they could get good. They could get lucky.
Yes, it's something of injuries, how they work in the sport. Like they could if somebody else get injured, Mahomes get injured, or
Yeah.
Josh, or what's name get injured. But I don't. I would not bet on Herbert over Lamar or Josh or Mahomes in a playoff game.
Oh
Personally,
no, no, no! In a game, no head to head game, nah, never,
literally. But that's three
never.
quarterbacks that you
Yeah,
can't avoid. You can't avoid
yeah.
all three of them.
That's what I'm saying. If they get the seeding matches up, though, I mean,
I don't think it's a seeding matches up where you avoid any of those, all three of those people.
mm,
They all three of
there
them.
is
Are you gonna play Daniel Jones and then Geno Smith and then Cam Ward? Like who are you gonna play in three
no,
playoff games?
but they so legitimately they could they could end up facing just one of them. So if they Chargers are the 3 seed, so say the Chargers are the 3 seed, they would get the 6 seed. If that 6 seed is Denver
Okay,
or Vegas or
okay,
somebody,
okay.
then they got Bo Nix or Gino. And then that next round, they could catch, say there's an upset in round one, they could catch Daniel Jones or somebody in round two. And if there's another, there's a way that they could avoid it. Obviously, that's a very
Literally,
up in the air. But I see what you
that would
I see
cost
what I see what you're saying by 1 year away to like truthfully like, hey, go head to head with these teams for sure. We're
literally.
on there. But this year they definitely have a team where if shit falls the right way, I could see them make like Herbert's on a different he's on a different level this year. He's on
I
a
mean, he
different
was on
level.
a different level last year. What he threw 4 or 5 picks, 3, 4, 5 picks, and he threw 4 or 5 picks in one game. So he's at the level right now where he just needs to show it in the playoffs because he was great last year. People forget he was great last regular season.
Yeah. I mean, he's good. He's good every year. It's just like what he's been doing, like 2 weeks in a row, just straight. It's the leadership, it's the command on the field. Like he's always had the skill and the talent, and he'll make the plays. But it's the in between. Just seeing him on the field, he just looks like a different. He just looks like a different quarterback this year.
Right.
Like he
No, like
just exuding confidence, aura, as they would say.
or as the kids say.
Moving on, no, the Cardinals 27-22 over the Panthers. We'll keep the trend going as long as the Panthers are in the game. We're not going to talk about it. So,
Oh man, the fact that the Cardinals almost lost that game is
yeah,
insane.
yeah, but Panthers are involved. Doesn't count. We're not even going to.
Doesn't
Doesn't,
count.
doesn't count. Doesn't win or lose. On like yeah, doesn't whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the fucking Panthers. All
fair
right,
enough.
Falcons. Like I said, they walk into Minnesota on a Monday night, step on JJ McCarthy's neck. Michael Penix said, "Oh, you thought you were better than me because you won the Natty? Guess what? No, your team was better, and guess what happened? My team's better now, and I get the win."
You know why his team's better? Because he has that boy out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. He had 163 on the ground.
Yeah,
Hit my bet. 100 $20 in Tobias's pocket. Thank you. But man,
Yeah,
yeah, Michael Penix was dealing
yeah,
for sure.
it literally was like a rematch of it's literally like a flip of the national championship game where Donovan Edwards was cooking up and then JJ just had to hit a couple passes. Michigan gets that dub. Falcons give Bijan the ball, let him cook. Penix, don't lose us the game. And JJ McCarthy, I've been saying this since he got drafted, and the amount of pushback I got, especially from Michigan fans, dude. I said, dude, JJ McCarthy is not that good of a quarterback. The Vikings are great. Like, I understand letting Darnold go, rookie. Like, I understand the whole situation. But I'm like, he's not better than Darnold. He wasn't good in college. He can't throw. Like, what are we talking about? Where's all this hype coming from? I never understood it. And it's another reason why, like, that's why college football just pisses me off sometimes. Because all these fans, like, they hype up all these, like, yeah, okay, they're good facing 18 and 19-year-olds, like, they're good facing these college kids. But, like, you have to really see them in the NFL. And if they're not even super outperforming their peers in college, they don't have super crazy intangible or like crazy or like like Josh Allen. He obviously wasn't doing crazy in college, but he's 6'6", 250 pounds. Like, you got something to work with there. JJ McCarthy didn't really outperform anybody in college, and he's 5'11", 170 soaking wet. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, that's a very fair take.
Like, he's the same, like a comparable thing, like him and Russell Wilson. They're about the same size. Russell Wilson had like nobody in college, and but he was like, he still performed in college, and he was a 3rd-round pick, but he still put up good numbers to get picked at that size. The only reason he wasn't a top pick is because of his school and that. JJ McCarthy, the same thing, except he ends up top pick, like, and he didn't have the stats to match it with an even better team. Like, that's crazy to me. It's really crazy to me.
I agree. He definitely could have put up better numbers with the crazy roster he had. I know he had Blake Corum or whatever, but
yeah, Corum, Donovan, but still, like, it just, I never understood it, and I just never understood the hype, and even going, it just made no sense. And then when I got Michigan fans saying you're stupid, you're like, no, like, he just doesn't look like a good quarterback, and he never did.
I mean, we'll see. He still has to play the Packers. He still got to play the Lions. He beat Caleb Williams, who we through 2 games think might be the worst quarterback in his division, maybe bottom 5 in the conference.
It's between those two.
You feel me though? So it's like we still got some tests.
But
You don't
even going back to
Atlanta's
even going
defense
back,
is elite.
no, it's not. And we said this going in. Like, no, their defense isn't elite at all. They would have to win this game on offense. Their defense just is good at making plays. Their defense is just good at making plays.
Yeah, I like some of Atlanta's draft pieces. They drafted James Pierce Jr.
Oh
They
yeah, no,
drafted
I love
another
that.
edge
Love that.
rusher out of Georgia, I believe. What was it, Javon Walker?
Yeah, Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker. Yeah, they played pretty well in this defensive scheme. But yeah, JJ McCarthy did not stand a chance.
No, and and I said obviously he had the good ending to the week 1 game, but once, like we said, I said it's the Bears, dude, and it took him until the last 6 minutes, and the Bears actively trying to lose that game for him to look like a competent NFL quarterback.
The
Like,
Bears.
what are we talking about, people? Come on,
Yeah, it
come
was
on,
bad.
come on. And I know Vikings fans are like, oh, I know they're praying for Sam Darnold back. No, they're praying for Sam.
Yeah, Sam Darnold doing okay in Seattle. Seattle Sam,
Sam is doing exactly what he's a number 3. As long as he's not getting murdered, he has a good coach. He's gonna perform solidly. We've seen it. We saw it in San Francisco. We saw it last year. We saw it in certain games with the Jets when his coach wasn't actively trying to ruin his career. Like, the man's Adam Gase really just tried to ruin Sam Darnold's career off rip, and that man Darnold really had to get it out the mud.
it was bad. Yeah, he had to go. Darnold really ruined his career when he went on the sideline after playing the Patriots. He said he saw a ghost. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
you can't say that.
yeah,
Like, you're
you
mic'd
can't.
up.
Yeah, you can't say that. That was really like the catalyst where people start to look. Oh, maybe he isn't that good. And then you got
Maybe
Adam.
he's
And
really
then when you got
garbage.
Adam. And then when you got Adam Gase as your coach, that's just like you're fucked off rip.
Yeah,
You're fucked off
literally
rip. Off the jump.
cooked.
So that was Sunday. We'll move on to Monday. The
Your guy
Bucks get
Baker,
my boy Baker. I
top five.
had just gotten. I forgot what I was doing. I think I was at the gym or something when I got, and I was paying attention to the game. And then Texans are up, and I was like, I turned the game off for a little bit, and then once I seen the Bucks were getting the ball back with a minute left, I was like, okay, let me turn the game back on because I guarantee Baker's about to do some Baker stuff. And as soon as he got the ball back and he walked out on the field, I knew, even watching at home, and I'm sure the Texans knew as well that they lost that game. As soon as he stepped onto that field with a minute left, that game it was over. That game was over.
Yeah, Baker was cooking. Like not even like with his arm, with his legs. He had a couple clutch rushing
8 yard. Oh,
touchdowns.
8 yard scramble game on the line.
Dude, I thought
Like
he hurt his ankle, and then somebody stood over him and started talking to him, and he was like, "What? What you say to me, boy?" Yo,
it was CJGJ. Because if you look,
yeah.
Baker posted something on Instagram earlier, and
Baker
then
don't play about that, man. That boy Baker Black on the inside.
no, true. I mean,
He with them Florida boys, man. You don't play out them Florida boys. Don't play that, man. You should know better.
Freaking he's a dog. Like been a dog. I said this last week. Or I'm like, dude, I can't have a Josh Allen. Give me Baker. Just give me Baker, dude. Like I'll take it. He's a dog. He doesn't want to lose. He's gonna do everything in his power to, and he's not gonna back down ever. And against the solid
Chip on his shoulder.
Texans defense, who is performing like the defense we thought they would, he's still game on the line. You give him the ball with a chance to win it, and guess what he does? Goes out and gets the win.
Yeah, talk about clutch because Texas defense might be top three. And it was a low scoring game, like I think we both predicted. And Baker, with the game close, he said, I got the ball. I got enough time. I'm gonna get us the win.
I want to compare. If the Texans have the ball in that situation, you think Stroud goes down and wins it?
No, sir.
No, you don't. Okay, good. I'm not tweaking for thinking that. I don't want to think that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, with the Texans, I don't think they would have done the same thing. I don't think
Yeah,
they would have.
I know. I think that's a Baker Mayfield thing. It is even because not saying CJ doesn't have that dog, but I feel like that was my thing with on the last couple pods ago. I said I didn't like the comment that he made about his offensive line. I'm like, dude, like,
No, you said it on Saturday. You said he was spoiled. You said it on Saturday. You
yeah,
said he
like
was
you're
spoiled.
spoiled for playing with the Ohio State offensive line. Like you're spoiled playing with 5-star O linemen in college. Like now you have to play in a salary cap league where you can't just pay $60 million to all the offensive linemen. You gotta make it work. You feel me? So now you're playing with some kind of scrubs. And you can try to motivate them, but even eventually, if they don't like you, bro, they're just gonna stop blocking for you. They're gonna start making business decisions for themselves. If my knee slightly hurt, oh my knee, oh I guess they got to put the backup in. Oh man, oh CJ, sorry. You feel me? Like if your offensive linemen start to not like you, as a former offensive lineman, I'm saying this as a former O lineman. If your offensive linemen slowly start to not like you, they slowly start to make business decisions. They're not going to pay me anyway. Who cares if I miss this one block and I'm already blocking uh Josh Hines Allen in the division, play him twice a year.
Yeah. No, yeah, like you
Your
got the four,
offensive linemen gonna start making business
you got,
decisions.
you got DeForest Buckner lined up against you.
That
It's
guy
like,
too. Come on now.
am I
Making
am I
business
really gonna
decisions.
risk? Am I really gonna risk this over
For the stupid who be talking crap about me anyway.
a guy who be talking shit about me? Am I really gonna
Literally.
risk getting smacked in the face by DeForest Buckner?
Literally. I'm about to, man, we'll see about CJ. We'll see how CJ's rest of his season goes.
Yeah, we
But
said.
they're 0-2.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't know if he said that like to motivate them or if he was just being. And after that game, it looked like it wasn't the motivational aspect. It looks like he was. It looks like it was from the brat aspect of it. So, so
Just
yeah,
bad you can't get no offensive line help. But like, bro, they're not as good as the 5 stars. Let me look up CJ stats real quick. 13 of 24, 207, 3 sacks.
Yeah, but and I remember going back a lot of his sacks they come from like him holding the like he's a ball he like no weird he's a holder he holds the ball he
Yeah,
does
bro, same issue that Russell Wilson had.
he holds the ball
Why John Snyder
he's
didn't want Russell Wilson anymore?
he's trying to find get like find the true open guy like nah
Yeah.
either sometimes you just gotta let that thing rip or just throw it away.
No, word. And to his credit, he doesn't have his starting running back. Joe Mixon is out. Nick Chubb is serviceable. However, he's not Joe. Nick Chubb at this point is not Joe Mixon,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Even
I
though
mean, I
Nick
don't
Chubb at one point was better than Joe Mixon. It's hard to explain
I
for
mean,
people who don't get it.
any of those running backs, though, it's like they're all old, like kind of older, hurt. So it's like
Word.
you
I mean,
really pick
honestly,
it.
that's true because we don't
All
even
the
know what
running
Joe
back.
Mixon is going to
That's
look
what I'm
like when
saying.
he get
All the
back.
running backs, like they're really picking from the scrap pile with all the running backs. No disrespect to any of them. Like
I like Woody Marks.
all no, all the guys, yeah, all the guys they have like are solid or at some point were like really good. But it's like now, it's like you're trying to like take like six different running backs and make one really good one.
Nah, word. I like Woody Marks out of USC, but he's same thing with Bill for to the Commanders. Like he just too young, didn't get enough carries yet. Like I don't know
Yeah.
why, but that's just what they do with young running backs. They slide to slowly put them in there. That's what they did with Jameer Gibbs. That's what the Lions did with
Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs. That's what the
Well, yeah.
Falcons did with Bijan Robinson. It's like, dude, you have this great running back. Give him the ball. Nah, we're gonna slowly work him. No, why? I understand it's
Yeah.
about longevity, but like, bro, give him the
It
ball.
is because like I mean I I said it to we're talking about it at work and it's like yeah so you the whatever contract they're on their first year don't like you like use them normally whatever because you got to get them to that second year of the contract to make the contract worth it. Then that second year you absolutely run them into the ground and abuse them, and then that third year you do it again and they either get hurt and you don't have to re-sign them or you trade them and let them go. You know that's the life of a running back. That's the life of a running back.
Yeah, that's why I think Derrick Henry and the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl, just because I think he's the all an outlier. I think they have too many Hall of Famers on their team, but that's another topic. That's just yeah. Woody Marks, give Woody Marks the ball. Houston Texans coaches, give Woody Marks the ball. We
Yeah,
can talk about the Chargers game.
yeah, yeah. No, move on. Final game of the week. Got fucking MVP favorite Justin Herbert stepping up to the plate against the Vegas Raiders. I get the win over
Yes,
you in this one.
for sure. Definitely did.
They did it. The game. They did exactly that game. Truthfully, like I said it, the Chargers are going to show that we're just on a different level than you right now. Nothing against you guys. You guys got a solid team. You're okay. You know, all respect to Pete Carroll, but you guys just aren't us.
For sure.
you just aren't. Like Gino, you're good, great. Love the comeback story. Wrote you off. Never, whatever. Something. He had another great one this off season. I forgot what it was, but I know I forgot I remember he had another banger quote this off season.
Yeah, his quote is crazy. I don't remember either, but I know exactly what you mean.
You know what
He
I'm
did
saying?
have another quote.
He had a banger quote the first day of training camp. I remember he had a
Yeah,
banger quote the first day of training
I'll
camp.
be seeing him on
But
Twitter. Yeah.
but yeah, it's like you know you're not Herbert. You're not Herbert. Uh, the Raiders
Yeah,
aren't the
he's good,
Chargers.
but he's not that guy.
No disrespect to the Raiders. I think they did the best they could against probably what's looking like the freaking top two defense in the NFL right now.
Nah, for sure. Their defense looks stout, and they lost Khalil Mack, and they still didn't let them score no points. I think it was 20-9.
Yep,
Yeah, it was bad.
3 field goals. Three
So
field
yeah,
goals. Herbert 19 for 27, 242, two TDs. QJ 3 receptions, 71 yards. Another tutty. Still catching the ball with his body, but it's okay as long as he's catching it.
uh-huh. As long as he's catching it right.
All that matters. But yeah, the Chargers showed they're better than the Raiders right now. Herbert looking like he's on an MVP path. Probably gonna between him and Josh Allen this whole year. I feel like it's just gonna be a back and forth.
Right now, Josh Allen just had a game with 100 passing yards. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he for good. Well, I've been kind of didn't even talk
Right
about
now,
that.
I think Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield might be over Josh Allen. If you're going off this
Well, I'm
season,
only gonna say Josh only had 148 yards because we're facing the Jets, dude. Like, all right,
period.
let's
But like, you still got to go. Stats matter when it comes to the. And Josh already
no,
has his one, so it's like it's gonna be harder to get his second one. You feel me?
yeah, no. Stats do matter 100%, but this is he threw for 300 plus in week one.
Well, facts, he
He
threw for 390.
That's what I'm saying. He could throw for 150 in a week 2 game where we had the game in hand from the start, so we were never even really in a position to throw the ball. You know, so that's why I got Herbert like leading. That's because he just had he just performed.
Yeah.
He had to perform to get that win because if he doesn't show up, the Raiders they can make that game close and make it sticky.
Yeah, I
But
think Herbert and Lamar through 2 weeks are probably MVPs. Even though Lamar lost that first game, I don't think it was his fault.
no, it wasn't his fault. But I mean, I would say Derrick Henry was the MVP of that game up until the fumble.
Yeah, I mean, you could say James Cook was the MVP of week 2. He had 124 rushing
He
yards.
was. That's 100%. He was. Oh, he. That's why. That's the exact reason why Josh only had 148 passing yards.
Exactly.
James Cook for. If you watch that game from the James Cook first carry, you already knew. You already knew what type of game this. You already knew what type of game this was. He was feeling himself. I don't know what it is he likes facing the Jets, but yeah, from that first carry, he was bouncy. And the Bills know like whoever has that's the type of whoever has a hot hand, give them the ball. That's why that's why we lost the AFC Championship game last year because we stopped doing that. And like we got everybody can perform, but Keon Coleman again, another 71 TD, taking that jump like I said he would. All the Keon Coleman haters in the Buffalo community, which there were a ridiculous amount, eating their fucking words so far. Talking shit on my boy.
Joe Keon Coleman is showing out. Showing off.
He is but yeah, like we literally, if you watch that game, there was never a point in that game where we even needed to throw the ball. I don't think there was a single time where I remember thinking, oh yeah, we gotta air it on this one. Except for the one play that Mitch Trubisky, when Josh goes out for one play and Mitch Trubisky steps in and throws a 30-yard dot to Josh Palmer right on top of Sauce Gardner's head. Mitch, yeah, it was Josh, he injured his nose.
I heard that. I stopped watching after the first quarter because it was bad.
Exactly.
10-0 first quarter, literally.
Yeah.
It was 20-3 at halftime. Definitely stopped watching halftime.
It was 10-0 first quarter, but it was worse than
it was 23 at halftime. Literally.
Yeah, it looked worse than the scores.
No, I was watching it. I was watching the Seahawks game live, and I was watching the Bills on the split screen, and I was at work obviously, and I had the red zone on the split screen also. So I'm like, okay. And I took the Bills game off the split screen and added the Jags game on the split screen because I'm like, yo, this game is not even worth watching.
Then Bills game was not worth watching. I thought that the Jets would have at least somewhat made it, but they did by running, but they couldn't run the ball. And then if they can't run, then they got to throw, and the Fields has to throw.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny. Mitch Trubisky on his one pass attempt had more passing yards than Justin Fields the entire game.
That's actually
even up until the point that he got hurt. By man, dude, Joey, freaking give a shout out, big shout, Joey Bosa, dude, looking exactly like the guy we signed him for. Through 2 weeks, he has 3 forced fumbles.
Yeah, looking like he's definitely better than Von Miller right now. Knock on wood, but
all right, I gotta say, bringing that up. No, I just don't like the hate and just like he tore like Von. People forget Von had a sack in every single game his first year with us and made the game-winning sack on Mahomes in the regular season and 2 other game-winning sacks before that, before he tore his ACL. That's
Von is elite, dude. Von had a play last year where he picked up a fumble and returned it for like 40 yards in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, like that's why. I love. Trust me, I love Von, and I'm literally. This is why I'm bringing this up because you saying like he's performed better than like no, I'm not gonna say that because Von's first 7 games with us before he tore his ACL, he was looking like the exact guy we signed and paid for, and then he tore his ACL for the second time in his career, and after that second time, if you truly watch the film and watch why he wasn't as good, he couldn't bend anymore. He like couldn't bend anymore. He basically just had to run straight and just hope that he could try to take an angle or like they might run into him because he really couldn't get that bend anymore after tearing both his ACLs.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just on that point. Like, I don't like the hate and disrespect that, once again, Bills fan. This is why I said this at the. If you remember, I said this when we started this podcast that I'm not the normal Bills fan, and Bills fans normally piss me the fuck off because they're all super emotional and idiots, and they make the rest of us like me who actually enjoy the rest of football and respect every other team. They make me look bad when I say I'm a Bills fan because people assume I'm like the rest. It's like, no, not at all. I actually use my brain.
Word.
But yeah, I just don't. Yeah, and Bills just yeah. Sometimes it's they just make me mad. It's like, why can't we just use our brains?
Why can't we be friends?
Basically, why do you guys have to be the way you are? For us, who
Bills Mafia is crazy.
More than some. It's like 80%. It's just, I wouldn't say crazy. Like 80% is ridiculous. Like they're just ridiculous. They're ridiculous human beings. Love the city. Love the Mafia. We bleed it. But
going to the game tomorrow.
And you're not even a Bills fan.
Man, I'm going to the game tomorrow.
Yeah, no, you got a Thursday night game. I'm good on that. I got work the next day.
I got work the next night, so I'm good.
Yeah. Thursday night against the Dolphins. Yeah, I'm good on that. I'll just go to the bar, which will be even. Yeah, if you the weeknight games, they're not as the tailgates aren't. I remember been to a Monday. I've been to a Monday. I've been to a Thursday night game. I've been to a Monday night game, man. Just compared to the Sunday games, it's not the same experience.
I hear you.
We'll see. That night, no, I'm waiting. That night, dude. We haven't had a Sunday 1:00 home game yet, dude. I'm first Sunday 1:00 home game. We only have like 3 this year or 4 this year. It's like just kind of the annoying part about being good now because I deal with that. Like last year was the first year we really started getting a lot of primetime games. And this year, of the 17 games, I think 13 of our games are primetime games.
Just wait till we start getting overseas games. Then you're gonna be pissed.
Oh, I mean, no, the overseas games, I'm more so just for Bills home games. Like as a Bills fan living in Buffalo, like obviously love the team being good. Prime time's fun. No, but the Bills being at 1:00 in Buffalo, I feel like that should just be like, if there's a home game in Buffalo, it should automatically have to be at 1:00.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying eventually they're going to be so good they're going to start making some of their home games are going to be in overseas.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we've been to London. We've gone to London before. Our thing just hasn't lined up with going to the Brazil or the Germany or like the international schedule. I'm
just telling you, eventually it is, and it's gonna.
I know.
You're gonna get like 1:00 game. Like that's what the Kansas City Chiefs fans go through. Like all their games are in prime time because they're so good.
No, I'm very well. That's why I'm very. That's why I'm bringing it up. That's why I'm saying I fucking hate it. Like it should just automatic. That's what I'm saying. Like it should automatically. If it's a Bills home game, we shouldn't get our home games taken away. They should all just automatically be Sunday 1:00. You're going to get the best fan experience and the best game experience every single time. If the NFL wants, and if they want to make, if they're all about money, if they want, they make the most. I know that those 1:00 games make the most money, more than a Monday night or a Thursday night game.
Oh, for sure.
Tailgating wise, bar wise, everything about it. So if they really want to focus on the money, just keep the Bills at Sunday at 1:00, especially at this new stadium. You're gonna rake it. That's unlimited money glitch.
We're Bills 2 primetime games in the first 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, funny, but like I feel like even when ever since we got Josh, we always like start the year with a couple primetime games, and then it's the middle of the year where they're like, "And we'll keep you and then they'll give us like 1 or 2 against the Chiefs. But yeah, this year we literally of our literally.
I think they want to give us the home primetime games before the snow starts.
For sure. Yeah, no, because once it hits November, we only have one home game or December. We only have one home game in December, and that's against the Bengals at 4 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, we have. So looking at our schedule, we have Thursday night tomorrow. Then we have Sunday at home versus the Saints next week. And then we have 8:20 against the Patriots, 7:15 against the Falcons, 1 o'clock at Carolina. Then we have 4:25 against Kansas City. Then we have 1 p.m.s. Then we have an 8:15, a 4:25, a 4:25, 2 more 1 p.m.s, and then another 4:25.
You said like 1 p.m. It was at Carolina, or
the 1 p.m. is at Carolina, and then we have a 1 p.m. at Miami in November, which I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to the game, but I'll be in Miami for that game.
Nice.
And we have the Bucks at 1 p.m. versus home. Damn, that's crazy. We only have 2 1 p.m. home games this year.
That's literally what I was just trying to tell you.
Sickening. Like that's. I knew we only had a little, but like I didn't know it was only 2. I didn't know it was only 2. I thought we had at least 3 or 4. We only have 2.
Just wait. Next year is gonna be 1.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, no, because next year I think we're in line for our overseas game in wherever, like Madrid or some. I think we're going to Madrid next year.
Wow.
Well, again, they're playing the Madrid game. Like this is the first year of the Madrid game. I think we're on, because I remember they like divided NFL fan bases overseas. Like they literally have like it's kind of crazy how the NFL did it. They basically told all these other countries and places like, hey, you're going to root specifically for this team and this, and they like assigned specific fan bases to areas. It's kind of crazy, and it's that they're all that it's working. Like these teams are. That's exactly who these groups are supporting, which is funny. But I think they gave the Bills somewhere. I think they gave the Bills like Spain or something. So I think
that's funny.
That's why That's why the Eagles are in Brazil, and Packers in Brazil. They gave them. It's just funny how the NFL literally was like, "Yeah, we'll just, you guys are gonna be a fan of this team if you want to watch football, and you have
imperialism."
It's literally football. I'm trying to think of the word. Thank you. It's literally football imperialism. Like it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, no. I feel like week 3 is not going to be as. Week 2 had some bangers. Week 1 had some bangers. I feel like week 3 is going to be he's kind of chill.
You want to do another one on Friday?
Yeah. Didn't you and Jihad say you guys are doing one on Friday?
Yeah. He said he's available all day, so we can do one when you get off.
All right. Yeah, it depends. If you're all free all day, we'll talk about it. But maybe do one at lunchtime on my break.
Okay.
I'll hop in. I'll fan that you guys could just finish it off by yourself, because I normally have longer breaks on Friday, or I leave work early on Fridays. So.
Oh, word. Well, he said he's free after 12, not all day, but after 12.
Yeah, that's about when my break is. So if I took like a
word, say that.
But yeah, week 3 is looking on the NFL and the college football slate. Week 3 is looking like we're in the gist of it. We're in it, baby. 2 weeks in.
Yes, sir. Into the thick of it.
3-4 weeks into the college football, football season,
LSU
baby.
Going all the way. Ravens going all the way. Commanders going all the way, but they're gonna lose.
Your first point, yes, and your third point, yes.
Yeah, go Bills or whatever.
I'll say you went 2 out of 3.
Go Bills, Josh Allen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No rules. Go Bills. Fuck the Pats. Fuck the Dolphins. Fuck the Jets. We'll catch you Friday.
Peace.